Hello everyone, welcome back. It's been a while. I've been super busy, like ridiculously busy, literally on the road for extended periods of time, tons of stuff going on. But I have been so anxious to finally put another video out, get another reading out to you guys. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. And so with no further delay, let's get into this reading using the traditional right away, right? And the fairy guidance oracle cards. First card that I pulled, well, no, it was not the Five of Cups, it was the Magician. Okay, so it was the Magician. Then I pulled the other cards and placed them in the order that I felt guided, and this is what we have going on here. Okay, so we've got the 5 tarot cards and three oracle cards: faith, strength, and wisdom. Okay, so but we begin with the 5 of Cups here, right? Well, first there was the Magician. I said, well, we need to be crafty. That was the first card I pulled. So there's something that we need to pull out of our toolkit, right? Something that, you know, our resources, whatever we do moving forward, we need to reach into our own resources, okay? Our craftiness, the things that we know to do, the skills that we have. Use them wisely, okay? Exercise that power wisely, okay? So because that wisdom card is here, but with this Magician card, this is telling me that you have everything that you need to move forward, okay? Okay, so that's the positive note. On a downer side, there's this 5 of Cups. So we've been facing some sort of letdown, okay? We've had letdowns, more than one letdown perhaps. Things were not as expected. Things have not been what they, you know, what they've been painted to be, right? Things are not been the color rose. But whatever the issue, whatever the circumstance, whether it's with friends or family or home or career or your kids, right? You get it, right? So whatever the disappointment, and that's the card, that's what this means, disappointment, general disappointment, a letdown, some, you know, we will move past it, okay? You don't have to, you can begin to get over this, okay? Get over whatever letdown you've experienced, okay? Perhaps the letdown, and as I'm looking at the Magician card, perhaps the letdown comes from people who doubt your skills, or people who have, they're second guessing you, they're always questioning you, they don't quite believe in what you're telling them, right? And then they'll come back around and they're like, oh, it turns out you were right after all. They might not even admit that you were right after all, right? So, you know, just take that circumstance for what it is. Let it go. Forget about it. You don't need it. Forget about it. It's not going to do you any good to dwell on that. Let's not dwell. And that's another thing, disappointment. Let's not dwell on how individuals, how people, how certain circumstances have disappointed us. Let's not dwell on that, okay? So let's move past that. And the Magician card provides us that oomph, you know, in terms of resources to move forward, okay? This, I like the stance of the Magician, you know, the Magician here, you look at the figures, like, I am here, you're going to listen to me, okay, I know what I'm talking about. And this is a for instance, right? You can apply as you see fit. But this is the stance that we must take. Okay, I have what I need right here before me. I have all the tools that I need. I know what to do when certain circumstance, you know, presents itself. And then you just move forward. We're going to move away from this, right? Forget about the people that have been second guessing you. Let it, just move past that. It's time to move forward, okay? Judgment, fire card, okay? And, you know, next to this Magician, I am literally going to say, wow, you know, if you have been doubted, right? If you've been doubted, guess what? Judgment calls are in your favor, okay? So judgment calls in your favor. And I don't know what that may mean for anyone in particular who is viewing this, but judgment calls in your favor. So there's something really like, just, it's in your favor. You are, you know, if you've been second guessed and doubted, guess what? the powers that be will name you as the person that was right after all in the situation, in the circumstance, okay? So, and that is going to happen rather quickly with that Eight of Wands right there. So we have Mercury, which is air, the fire, more fire wands, more fire, and strength. Now, this is not a tarot card, this is an oracle card, but the strength card, we know that strength card to be associated with Leo. I'm in tarot, but that's the oracle. But anyway, so judgment calls in your favor. This is a quick moving force. You may be receiving a ton of messages or transmissions of sorts, some sort of communications. There's things are moving in your favor, okay? They move towards you in your favor. They act quickly. This could be people that are going to act on your behalf. They're actually going to get the ball rolling, so to speak, right? So if things have been stagnant, right, like over here, womp womp, right, stagnant, well, things are going to move. They're going to move forward for you, and finally you're going to see yourself pushing past whatever the obstacle or obstacles were, as represented by the Five of Cups. Okay, so that's pretty awesome. And as we move along even more, we've got the Four of Wands, the card of celebration. This is a card of celebration of victory. It's not a big old thing, but it's some sort of win. It's a win. So I'll take that W. I'll take that win over the L, the lose, right? So let's take that win and let's feel good about celebrating the win, okay? You celebrate that win, and little by little, one win after another, baby steps, you know, these baby steps of one win followed by another. It builds confidence, okay? So that's what this is all about. Building confidence. We're rebuilding confidence, okay, people? They gain more confidence in us. So we rebuild confidence despite whatever happened here in the Five of Cups. We rebuild confidence. We move past the obstacles. Judgment calls are in our favor. Okay, so there's a situation, something where you're the right one. You're the one that holds that trump card. And so that's pretty awesome. Okay, moving quickly. This is moving quickly. There's a lot of activity and action because where the fire is, there's hopping and popping, hopping and popping. No one's sitting around filing their nails like on the Google search. That's not happening. All right, so that's what I see here, and that's pretty cool. So it might mean that we may begin the week, or we may begin the day a bit slow, or whatever period you're in, whether it's been a month-long affair, whatever, right? So it may have started slow, but things will slowly build. They are building in your favor, which is awesome. Okay, so then the first oracle card I put that I pulled was the Faith card, and I'm gonna bring this forward. This is, and it says spiritual faith is a devoted assurance of the heart. So have faith in yourself, really is what I'm saying. Just have faith that things will turn out, but most importantly, have faith in your own capabilities, your skills. All right, so have faith in yourself. Things will move along positively, but you must have faith. Okay, have faith. All right, also, do not, with this Five of Cups over here, don't place your faith in the wrong people. All right, with that Five of Cups here, so, you know, whatever was happening here, we put our faith in the wrong people. Okay, and that's why we get these disappointments, and, you know, we're thinking and assuming that certain people or persons will come through for us, and they don't, and we place our faith in the wrong people. But we're moving away from that. The Magician, the Judgment, everything here is saying move away from that. Do not put your faith in the wrong people. Trust yourself. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that, because I'm killing it with that, right? So I hope you get it. Okay, the second oracle card was Wisdom. And I'll bring this forward here. Your divine inner wisdom is always available to you. Okay, and then here's a fairy. She's holding an orb, and it's glowing right here in the heart area, right? So that wisdom is within you. Okay, it glows, it comes from within, from the experiences, you know, all the experiences. We gain wisdom. What did we learn here? We learned not to place our faith in the wrong people. Turn our backs to those people. Forget about it. You need to let that go. Okay, you've learned, you've come along, You have to trust yourself too, because that's what, with between the faith and the wisdom, be the wiser person, but be the smarter person too. Okay, so just really have your wits about you. Okay, it's time. This is the time to be sharp, to really be on point. Okay, and that's what's really coming through here. The final card, strength. Okay, strength. Strength is born from the will of the heart. And of course, this is not about physical strength, but in case of one of you are listening and you've got something physical going on, I don't know, you're running a marathon, awesome for you, you know. But the strength, remember, you don't gain that strength, that inner strength, from just sitting around reading books and self-help books and listening and whatever. That's not strength. Strength, it's gained after certain obstacles, right? Certain situations, difficulties, you know, like over here with the Five of Cups. We again, I'm going to go back to it, placing our faith in the wrong people, but then we have to be strong, then we have to be strong enough to move away from them. You see that? And to do it quickly. No wasting time. So whatever you've placed your faith in, whatever we've placed our faith in, and it's been a constant source of disappointment, we must quickly, with the wands here, we must quickly move away from whatever that is. Whether it's the person, or the persons, the group, whomever. Okay, just, you need to remove yourself from that, all right? And you have the strength to do so, okay? And it takes strength, and it takes a courage, right? To move away from a group, from a person, from someone, because we've almost become like dependent on them. Like, we need their approval. We need them to listen to us and to hear us out and to give us a thumbs up, right? But the cards are saying, quit it already. You don't need a thumbs up from the person or the persons or whatever. You don't need it. Change. We need to do a 180 here. And we need to completely change our strategy, okay? It takes strength to walk away and to just completely just detach yourself from whatever this is over here, whatever this Five of Cups represents to you. Not to me, not to this one, that, whatever that this Five of Cups represents to you, whether it is the relationship, whether it is that so-called mentor at the job, whoever, right? Whatever this is. Whether it is a certain course that you're taking and it's just you don't know why you're spending your time and energy and money on it, right? Move it away from it. Maybe this is a wake-up call, and with the Judgment, that's the wake-up call, right? So that's a traditional meaning of this card, the wake-up call. All right, so wake up to reality, okay? So that's what we have going on here. Short, simple, and sweet. I hope this reading helps you. I am very happy, as always, to bring these readings to you. I know they're not at a normal cadence like as before, but when I can, I will. And I love to do so. And I hope you've also learned something too. You pick up a couple of tips when you pick up your own deck, right? And you lay out your cards, you know. You really got to go with the flow when it comes to readings, okay? Feel it. And if it's coming from the heart, then your reading is going in the right direction, okay? Okay, so have a blessed day, week, month ahead. I hope things are going really well for you in this new year. This new year has proven to be quite busy for me. Super intense. And that's okay. And that's okay, because we need that wake-up call, right? Get up from that dormancy and get out there and not be afraid to try new things and do new things, right? Let's do that. Have a wonderful, blessed day, evening, and I will see you soon. Thank you so much for watching, for sharing, for subscribing, for chatting politely amongst each other. I will see you soon. Bye-bye. Miss you all.